Good morning, world. It is another fantastically grey Monday morning here in Dublin. Working on the colour balance there, Canon, are we? That's a bit better. I'm not as blue. That's better. Yeah, another grey Monday morning here. There's rain on the way, but I don't mind. I'm in good form. I didn't film anything for the past 2 days on purpose because it was my darling girlfriend's birthday on Saturday, so we just took the weekend, you know, spent time with her, celebrate her birthday and all that sort of stuff. But now it's back to the grind. Today I've got a big pile of stuff to edit and playing the session later on in Porterhouse. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day and we're gonna get a lot of stuff done. Also, I have a lot of ideas in my head at the moment of how I wanna do even more for you guys. So let's get on with it and I'll talk to you a little bit more about it throughout the day. Okay? Let's do this. Let's do this. And guys, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. Smells good. Smells good. My innocent guilty pleasure these days is a unsweetened, unroasted almond milk with my coffee. I like it. It's good stuff. And then the guilty pleasure is 2 squares of 85% plain chocolate. Excellent. Excellent stuff. Cool. What do you think? What's your guilty pleasure? Okay guys, funny start to the day. There's coffee all over me. I was trying to film a quick Instagram story and whatever way I did it, I just flipped the coffee mug somehow weirdly. And it just went flying everywhere. There's still half a cup in the coffee, but it's just like the water just went it's like raining everywhere, it's all over the floor. Luckily, my computer's dry. Luckily, the guitar that was here is dry. Very strange. I'll show you. I'm not gonna post this now, but I'm gonna show you the story from my phone as it happens. So check it out. Here we go. There's me. And there flips the coffee. Oh crap. It's all over the place. You know these things happen. Now I need a new pair of jeans. These are dirty. I'm going to wash. So that's an interesting start to the day, but hey, that's just the way it goes. No permanent damage, nothing. It's all grand at the end. It's lost half of my coffee. Okay, let's sort this shit out. Guys, I've just had a realization of something. You know the way most of us have this idea of like office work. Like the nightmare scenario where you work in an office, where you work in a cubicle, you know, big rows of cubicles, and a big room divided into cubicles with like these fluorescent lights on top of them and everything. I work for myself. I'm self-employed. I have my own little corner of the house in the office, but I just come to realize it looks very much like a cubicle, doesn't it? Check this out. I mean, this is my office. Now don't get me wrong, it's a room of absolute and utter awesomeness. I mean, it's like, I get to do all cool, I get to edit videos there, I get to record music there. You know, it's full of, you know, instruments and camera gear and stuff and mess as well. Don't mind the mess. Yeah. it's absolutely nuts that it's still, in a way, it's a cubicle. Obviously, when we're moving a house, there were certain limitations on space, and you know, I had to make a compromise on. You saw those of you who've been watching the vlog for a very, very long time. My old office was small, very small, but this is even much, much smaller. But have it in a way a lot better organized, and it does exactly the same thing as the old space. I am hoping someday in the future, if I'll still be doing this in like a couple of years time, and if there's some sort of financial gain out of this, I would love to have some sort of office space actually to do all that stuff in outside of home, because it does, you know, you're working from home, so you can kind of take the separation between working and not working can be quite big, and then, like, you know, more space probably would allow me to do different things. But having said that, this little cubicle works perfectly for me. So, in a way, I am stuck in a cubicle in an office. And I'm happy to do it. Weird, isn't it? Okay, the first vlog of today is exporting. This one is about the day I broke my camera. Anyway, well, it's more about the day when I was trying to see how much it would cost me to get it fixed and all that sort of stuff, so that's cool. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, something cool happened last night. There's the Instagrammers of Dublin organise every year a competition of, like, who's the recommended Instagrammer of the year, and you know, and somebody suggested me as a nomination, which is like, thank you very much, that's awesome, awesome. And I'm in great company because there's some really, really good photographers there. I doubt that I will actually get in the final nomination, because even though I have been using their hashtag for a while now, I haven't really been that active in their community yet, because I've been just kind of trying to figure out what's going on in other parts of Instagram. I'll definitely, it's a community that I definitely want to get to know better, and want to get to, you know, it's good to be close home in that kind of community. So definitely will be doing some work, some work in trying to connect with those people really, really soon. But even just somebody thought, you know, that I was in the gang of some of the best Instagrammers in Dublin, that's just unbelievable, unbelievable. Made my morning. Right, so onwards and upwards, next vlog, and yeah, let's do this. Story from my phone as it happens, so check it out. Here we go. There's me. And there flips the coffee. Grinding away. I believe there's a point. Bit more light that way. I believe there's a point of editing. Editing is a peculiar kind of stuff. Video editing. It is very much an art form. It's very skillful art form. It requires technical knowledge, and it requires patience, and you know, you gotta be willing to put the grind into it. But the thing about it is that it's I believe that there's a limit how much of it you can do in one day, where because it requires so much kind of artistic mental strength and the concentration of the technical concentration combined. I think there's a point where you get to the point that you just can't edit anymore, or you start making silly mistakes, or like, you know, you just, I think there's a capacity where you know, you hit the limit and you need to just go and reset your brain. Usually I do, the days that I sit down and do more editing, I do 3 vlogs in one day. I think 4 is kind of the top I've done. Anything more than that, it's just, if I do more than that, not only will I be toast
at the end of the day, but I'll be probably pretty useless even the next day. It's pretty hardcore stuff to do. So I've a massive respect for anybody who does actually the real film editing of the feature films and that kind of stuff. But at the same time, all the daily vloggers as well, like it's tough, and I've seen more and more. I've seen daily vloggers kind of scaling down because it is a hard grind, and it's a lot of late nights, and it's a lot of even I made a decision there good 6 months ago that as much as I like doing the daily vlogging, I will not be doing it in the sense of that, you know, whatever I film today is going to be out tomorrow. I'll leave a few days in between so that I can actually take time and edit them, and put a day aside where I can just sit down and do a lot of editing, which is what I'm doing right now. Yeah, it's a tough grind, but it's well worth it at the same time. I find it rewarding, but yeah, you just hit the wall some stage, and there's just, then you just gotta give in, if you know what I mean. Like you do your best and you're happy with the results, and then you just live to fight another day, if you know what I mean. So yeah, confessions of over exhausted editor here. I think we're gonna leave it at that. I know today was a bit of a random vlog, but at the same time, these are what my office days often are like. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully got something out of it. If nothing else, try not to do a Instagram story while drinking a coffee, or otherwise you're gonna need a new pair of trousers. Talk to you guys more tomorrow.